child, I remember driving past McDonald's and I would open my mouth to speak and I'd ask for some, only to be turned down and told we have McDonald's at home. But the truth was, we did not have McDonald's at home. Now, 15 years later, you can have your own McDonald's at home. And I'm going to show you how to make it vegan style.
I just wanna eat some food today. I don't feel like cooking, but food ain't gonna put itself on my plate. Chop it, mix it, make it fun. Got my knife and my whisk ready to get it done. You're cooking with sweet baby Ray. You cooking with sweet baby Ray. It's vegan.
Welcome to the first episode of Cooking with Sweet Baby Ray. Today we're going to be cooking veganized versions of the world famous Big Mac, apple pies, and fries. That rhymes. Anyways, over the years, McDonald's has been slammed for not having burger in their burger, which is one of the top 20 reasons why I went vegan, because restaurants lie to you and they kill you bit by bit slowly. Anyways, let's get to the recipe. So, all the ingredients you're going to need are going to be down in the comments, and you'll see everything that you need to know. But I'm going to go through this with you so you know what you're doing, okay? So, you're going to need a package of Beyond Meat burgers. This is important, okay? This is very important. Of course, you can use any vegan patty that you want. Black bean burger, this, anything else will work as long as it's vegan. But today we're going to be using this Beyond Meat burger plant-based patties. So I'm going to open this up and we are going to add this to a large bowl. I'm going to add both of them to the bowl. Smells so good, raw. Oh my gosh. Imagine how it's going to smell when it's cooked. So, we have our patties in the bowl. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our spices. So here, I already pre-measured my spices out. We have garlic pepper, onion powder, salt, pepper, and parsley. Not garlic pepper, garlic powder, excuse me. So we're going to add that to the bowl. And then you're also going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard. Sorry, 1/4 teaspoon of mustard into the bowl. Now, we are going to add our liquid smoke, and we're going to add 1 teaspoon of our liquid smoke to the bowl. Liquid smoke is really important for this. I mean, it's optional. You don't have to add liquid smoke, but it will make it, I won't say 10 times better, but just a little bit better. It'll add that smokiness flavor. Yeah, and it'll be really good. So we're going to add that to the bowl. It also smells like smoke, which I guess it should because it's liquid smoke. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use our hands and we're going to mix this together. It's going to get a little bit messy, so you want to roll up your sleeves, okay? I don't know why I wore this shirt because I'm highly messy, so hopefully we don't get anything on it by the end of the video. Who is we? I'm the only person here. Alright, anyways, we're going to mix this together. Basically, you're going to break up the formed patty and you're going to basically create your own. Because we want a different shape than what, we have here. So we're just going to push that up and you're going to mix it until it's well combined. Do not over mix it, so, because it'll just make things more complicated and it won't cook right. But now that that's mixed, I probably should have did this first, but I didn't. So we're going to heat our pan so that can get all hot and everything. So while our pan is preheating, we're going to go ahead and shape the mixture into 4 evenly divided patties. I like to, just grab a little bit, form it into the shape of a ball, and then you can flatten it. Need a little bit more. these don't have to be thick because McDonald's patties are not thick for the Big Mac. They're kind of thin, so you don't have to make them super thick. And that's the purpose of us reshaping them from what they already were. The thing I like about Beyond patties is that they actually are like meat, so they actually really do form together, and everything is still, you know, it's very similar to meat actually. The smell is kind of similar, and the taste is, first time I had one, I was like, no, this is meat. This is not a vegan patty. This is meat. Somebody put meat in my burger. But no, it's vegan, and what makes it its color, the red color, is beets. I love me some beets. Who loves beets? Comment down below. Beets, 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 beets. Alright, so we have our 4 patties formed. One is a little bit bigger than the rest of them, so I mean that's okay. So now our pan is getting pretty warm, but we're gonna wait a couple seconds. But while that's getting warm, I'm gonna add my oil to the pan. So you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil to your pan while it's preheating. And we're just gonna allow this to continue to preheat. You really want to sear your burgers so that they get that nice, you know, caramelization going on. So, before I add my burgers to the pan, I'm gonna sprinkle my burgers with a little bit more garlic, onion powder, and a tiny bit of salt, not too much. That's one side for the garlic. That's one side. I need that for the garlic. Ooh. So when I wasn't vegan, I really didn't eat that many burgers or that much beef. But I do appreciate with this type of vegan burger, Beyond Meat, I do appreciate their formula and the fact that if you are transitioning to be vegan, I don't feel like you would really make ease. I don't really feel like you would miss me eating this. Ooh, she's getting hot. She's getting hot. Okay. Ooh, she's smoking. She's smoking. She's smoking. Okay, so now that all my seasonings are on both sides of my burgers, I am going to add them to the pan because the pan is hot and she is ready to go. She's telling me to hurry up. So, put that in there. And you too, and you. So, you're going to cook these for 5 to 8 minutes on each side. And you really want to watch these because this is not meat, it's vegetables, so it can burn very easily. Ooh, it's already smelling good. I'm going to adjust the heat a little bit. I have it on medium, but I don't want them to cook too fast, so I'm going to adjust it. Okay, so it's been 8 minutes, and now we're going to flip our burgers. Ooh. Hey, come here, come here. So now we're going to let this cook for another 8 minutes on the other side. So it's been 5 minutes of cooking, and then the last 3 minutes we're going to add our cheese on top. So here I have some Daiya American dairy-free slices. Of course it's vegan. So I'm just going to add 1 slice to the top of each burger. And I'm going to let it go. So I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. Now with Daiya, you actually have to allow it time to melt. So it might take a little more than 3 minutes, but it'll melt eventually. So I'm going to take a top and I'm going to cover it to allow the cheese to melt faster. And if you don't already know, what this does is it traps the heat in so that the cheese can just, you know, melt everywhere that it wants to melt. And this isn't a Happy Meal, so I'm gonna have some wine. If I remember how to open it correctly. Oh yeah. And then I think we just go up. Okay, there we go. Woo. Woohoo! What's your guys' favorite wine? I like this one because it's vegan. It's Barefoot Sweet Red Bling California Smooth and Sweet. And Buzz, it's smooth and sweet. What you doing in there, sis? You're sizzling. Oh, it's melting. So I'm turning the heat down just a little bit because I don't want the bottom of the burgers to burn. I'm going to put that back on. Sip some more of our grape juice. So putting the top on really works way better than just like leaving it off and letting it, you know, just take its sweet time to melt. I started putting the cork back in, the hardest thing ever. Who is calling me? Hello? Woo! Okay. I probably should have silenced my phone. Alright. So our cheese is melted. Really nice. So I'm going to turn this off. And now we can assemble our burgers. Yeah, you gotta let it cool because everybody loves a hot burger, you know? Who doesn't love a hot burger? Okay, so now we're gonna assemble our burgers. So, we're going to take a bottom bun and I'm gonna take some Big Mac sauce. The recipe for the Big Mac sauce is down below. And you're just gonna put that on the bottom bun, a nice layer. Do, 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 do. Oh! There we go. And now I'm going to add the burger to the bottom bun. And next we're going to add some onion. And to be honest, you can assemble this any way you want to. I put some type of way down in the description, but you can honestly do this however you want as long as the sauce is on the bottom and the burger is on the bun. Okay, so next we're going to do another bottom bun with some more Big Mac sauce. And then you're going to add some onion. This is chopped onion. You're going to add some lettuce. 2 pickles. Slices, not a whole pickle. And then we're going to put this on top of, actually we're going to add a little bit of Big Mac sauce on top because I don't want my burger to be dry. And then you're going to add this on top of that. And then next, you're going to add another burger. Come here, come here. I can't wait to eat this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me move this out the way so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, you see this? We're not even done yet, but it still looks good. Next, we're going to add, what's next? I think actually we add some more Big Mac sauce on top of the burger. wrong one. And then we're gonna add 2 more pickles. I'm kind of just doing this how I want to do it because I don't remember the order. A little bit more lettuce. And then you're gonna take another bun, well, your top bun, and you're gonna put a little bit more Big Mac sauce on it. And then you're gonna just put it on top like that. It's so tall. I don't even know how I'm gonna eat this. You're gonna do the same for your other burger, and then there you have it. So now we're gonna move on to our apple pie. Here I have cooking my apples, my cinnamon, my sugar, coconut oil, and a little bit of lemon. Probably about, I'm gonna put maybe a teaspoon in there. And I'm just going to give it a quick stir. And I'm gonna put my top on, and we're gonna let that cook for 10 minutes. Now here on a baking sheet, I'm gonna take 1 layer of the pie dough. I'm just gonna, so now that our apples are cool, we're gonna go ahead and assemble the pie. So you're gonna put about 1/2 cup in the middle of each piece of dough. And if you aren't really able to measure by eye, just, you know, about how much it is, you can always grab a measuring cup and put your apples in that. The amount of apples you put on each one kind of depends on how big you cut each piece of dough. So kind of just, you know, be aware of how many apples you're putting on each piece of dough because you don't want to overcrowd it. It's really important that you let your apples cool because you don't want your dough to get gooey. It's already going to get a little gooey because the apples are wet, but you don't want the dough to get really, really messy before you even put it in the oven. So, I'm going to take the top piece of dough that I went ahead and cut to the same size as the other pieces, and you're going to put that on top. And then you're going to take your fingers and you're going to crimp the edges. You don't want to use a fork because that might tear the dough. You really just want to use your fingers. Use your fingers, use your fingers. Top and the bottom don't have to perfectly match up. As long as you have a top and a bottom, that's great. Oh, and another reason why you don't want to overcrowd these is because if you do, it'll start oozing out, and like I said, the dough will get gummy, and that makes it hard to close it. I just found that out. The shapes really don't matter. It's all about the yummy, delicious appleness inside and the crispy, flaky crust on the outside. So if it doesn't look perfect, don't get discouraged because I'm really not tripping right now because mine look like planets and not the perfectly round ones. The ones that, you know, you find kind of out of the belt. That's what mine look like. But, you know, I'm not tripping because I'm still eating it. So it's all good. It's all good. So now I'm going to dip my hands in some water. And I'm just going to lightly brush the water over the top of the pies. Not too much water. You don't want your pies to drown. Then we're going to take our cinnamon sugar mixture and you're just going to sprinkle a little bit over each one. We're going to make 2 to 3 slits on the top of each pie. Then we're going to pop these babies in the oven. Gotta go this way. Okay, so now we're moving on to our fries. So you can get frozen French fries from any grocery store, including the dollar store, Dollar General. But I recommend cheap fries that are vegan. So basically, your fries should not have or be made with anything that contains egg, milk, or any animal-derived products. So, I just got some seasoned french fries from the grocery store, and we're gonna drop those into our oil and let those cook for, until they get golden brown. I personally think McDonald's should cook their fries a little bit longer, let them get a little bit more crispy, but that's just me. Ugh. And a tip, don't get oil on your face like I just did. I'm like really scared of oil, so I'm just trying to be a little cautious here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let my fries cook until they get golden brown, and then we'll take them out. Okay, so now that everything is done, I'm gonna go ahead and plate it. Fries fresh out the grease. Fresh out the grease. I'm so excited to eat this. Does anybody dance when they're about to eat some food? Like, you just get really, really happy. I'm so happy. Okay, so we got our fries on our plate. Now we're gonna put our apple pies on there. A little bit of sauce on the plate. Now everything is finished! So, I'm gonna cut you half. It's really difficult. Oh, it fell apart.
Looks very good.
Thank you.
Is that a vegan burger?
Yes. Okay. So that's your half. You probably gotta reach over me to try it. Go ahead, dig in, kids.
I will try this little.
She would take that one.
Wait, so we get our own plate or something? This just work.
Actually, it's tasty.
See you next time on Cooking with Sweet Baby Ray. Bye.
Yeah.
You know I work hard on that, and you just drop it on the floor.
It told me
Oh, he
slip.
really dropped it?
Yeah, he dropped it.
It is, you have to, it is slippery.
Mm.
Here, where's the rest of the
Slippery when wet.